Hi, very good afternoon, everyone. Here, this is Melvin here. I'm alone today. Okay, just to tell you, Mio is. I received his text message early morning, and it's about an hour ago. He's now in the hospital with his wife since midnight rather. His wife is about to due, and doctor advised him not to leave the hospital. So he's very excited. I think everything will be goes well, Mio. You have been a second father now, um, and everything will be all right. So I will hear from you soon. Good news, right? Well, uh, I'll be alone. Not to worry, I can take it. But how's everyone? How's Christmas, everyone? Um, I guess well, today is Monday, so there's 3 days already. So Christmas was I guess everyone was celebrating, but I was at home for the weekend. I didn't go anywhere. Uh, but then I thought it would be a good Christmas. I think yes, it is a good Christmas, but when I look at those postings in the social media, I was quite upset, very upset about all things happening here. Um, yes, we have a natural disaster a week plus ago, but then how people handling it, it's a crying shame, and I have to share with you. Something that I mean has been posted, has been written in the media, newspaper, but I'm going to bring out again and have some of my own opinions. Um, okay, let me share with you what I have in mind. The first topics today is actually, uh, yes, this a talk here. The first topic there was our DP YB Linggit Sangs actually commanded in the media. It says stupid of ministers to blame people for flood disasters. Yes, it's really stupid for the ministers, in particular one minister, which is the Environment and Water Minister, Datuk Seri Tuan Ibrahim, has actually said and landed himself in hot water after claiming that the public did not take weather forecasts seriously following the recent floods. So it's actually shifting the blame to us, to the Rakyat, because we, as according to him, we do not pay serious attention to the weather forecast. But Datuk Seri, I believe you are a very intelligent person. That's why you have been appointed Minister of Environment and Water Minister. But I also remember once that you do not agree that Malaysia was affected by weather change. And you say that we do not take weather forecasts, and you are very brilliant. And how come you do not take it so seriously that you warn the government, warn Prime Minister to be alert and get ready, right? So even in those Facebook user, this by the name of Asari, say that if the government already knew the extent of the forecast, then they should have mobilized the relevant authorities to help at least 2 days prior to the incidents. Do you agree, Datuk Seri? But you blame us for not taking water forecast seriously. What you expect us to do? Let's say we are serious. We're going to migrate. We're going to move everything out. It's not going to happen, isn't it? It's been thousands, hundreds of thousands of us been suffer until today. And I read it this morning. Still 30,000 people still stranded at the centers, not able to go home. And those who are able to go home, they have nightmare. They were traumatized throughout their life. The things that have so-called over the years have saved just wash out in a single day. So I think your remarks is not warranted at all. Figure really, if Mio is around, he will say, please use your common sense if you have any. So the Facebook user, this Azari said, right, if you are so clever, you should alert the government to stand by 2 days earlier and not having these statements after the event, after this mishaps or disaster. So this Datuk Seri Tuan Ibrahim also said about so-called another user story by name of Yongji say that if government indeed knew what was going to happen based on the weather warning, some form of preventive measure should have been taken earlier. So they could have used some sandbags or whatever to block the river. So do not shift another person's Twitter by name of Stoner Wakian. They don't shift the blame. You were still are overseas at the time, hence no proactive actions from you. And what you know, yesterday you say that ask us to pray for you and your family because you all have so-called tested positive COVID-19. Rest assured, we are very good people. Malaysians are very good people. You have our prayers for you. But do you have your prayers for us when we suffer? All right. I think you and your family should be okay. Um, you will pass this period. Probably you need a few days more of rest. That's about it. But then I hope during your so-called confinement in your own home right now, I hope you reflect yourself what you have said, and do make an apology to publicly. I mean, sir, that's at least a decent things that you can do, right? And and another issue that I was very. I mean, I don't know whether should be angry. I should be laughing at. Is another minister. First, she was caught wearing heels during distributing of aids, and she claimed that she had no time. She forgotten to change her high heels and went straight away. She forgotten. Ministers that forget so easily. Second was yesterday. She was caught. I mean, wow, the social media, and I see nothing but when I open up a video on her cleaning a school compound, which a walkway, which is so clean, much cleaner than my own apartment's compound. She washed it with a hijack water, and she was there with at least 30 people of taking video, camera, photos of her flashings here and there, and she was cleaning this walkway, which is so perfectly cleaned with and with a hijack water spray. And I tell you, first of all, you have wasted a lot of water. This water is needed everywhere now to clean places. And this last evening, was early this morning, your people say claims that to protect you, claims that you are washing the birds' drops. It's no logic, Dr. Suri. First of all, that place, the school compound has been flooded. Whatever shit it is, unless it's cow glue, it will be removed easily. And even that is bird shit, you do not use hijack water to wash it. You scrub it to save water as well. So it's a week of I don't know, a laughter. I believe I want to laugh it off. So is it the quality of our ministers now? But of course, I'm not going to say everyone. I have some ministers I admire truly, like YBKJ. Um, so our MP for Iskandar Putri, YB Lim Kiat Seng, I think he has blown up. He couldn't stand anymore. He says it's stupid of the minister to blame the people for not heeding weather warning during the recent floods when they are the ones who sleeping on the job. That's what he said. I quote him, right? It's also stupid and unproductive for ministers to indulge in a blame game instead of raising the efficiency and effectiveness of the flood disaster management, as many ministers and relevant departments are sleeping on the job with the right hand not knowing what the left hand in the government is doing, which is so true. And also we are a lawmaker in Selangor is actually now wants to initiate a so-called a court case or want to sue the prime ministers for his inefficiency, for his bona fide, something like that. That's I think not in good faith. And another group want to sue the Ministry Besar of Selangor for him, or rather, he did not stop deforestation. So that's all he allows chopping down the trees, and that's caused the floods. Is it all these people here? I think pointing at each other now. So yeah, please. We know Mother Nature. Sometimes we can't beat Mother Nature, but we have to be standby. If what Met Malaysia has actually given us warning, the governments, the ministers that involved should have been more proactive, getting everything done before the floods comes, before the rain comes, and stop putting the blame. No, you and your family now have contacted so-called positive. What brings you to do? You bring yourself, or you bring the government, or you bring the people for passing the COVID-19 to you. All right. And YB Lim Kiat Seng also asked the Prime Minister, please name those ministers on holiday. So the DAP veterans commended our Prime Minister, Dr. Sri Ismail, for cancelling the leave of all ministers and recalling them even though the floods have receded. So he did have a good comment on the Prime Minister for taking the steps. So there's no reason for keeping this information official secrets, and the public is entitled for this information, so they could ascertain how many and who are the ministers that define the ministers' instructions and still not coming back. Please, Prime Minister, give us the list of your ministers that went for holiday and who have came back because upon your instructions, and those refused to come back. All right. So this is the things that we couldn't, because now we are not like those yesterday years. Our grandfather, my father's time, grandfather thinks news travels slow, but now news travel within a split of a second. Right. And also YB Lim Kiat Siang also give a quick comment and welcomes Prime Minister announcement that the death compensation for flood victims will be doubled from 5,000 to 10,000 ringgit, and urged the government to similarly raise the goodwill payment from 1,000 ringgit to 10,000 ringgit per household. Yes, I support 10,000 ringgit per household. Imagine, as I said earlier, we took years to save up to have our nice little warm place, our home, and it has been washed out, destroyed within a day. What can 1,000 ringgit help assist? At least give 10,000 per household. This morning, there's also reported is that some EPF holders want to request to withdraw money, but we have withdrawn a lot of money from EPF. What is our future? No, there will be no saving. But at least the government, please. At the end of the day, this money doesn't come from your pocket, the government's, your minister's pocket. Eventually, it comes from us through our taxations and all these things. So please assist, and please, no red tapes. No, because who you are, what you believe, whose parties you support to. No, quickly, ASAP, inject the money to them. They need the money. So it's not. I read a report yesterday in Pahang. There's one say, in fact, it represents a whole village. When they was panicked, they left so in a hurry. They did not pack anything at all. For a week, they're wearing the same undergarments. Imagine, we will be complaining we don't wash out daily. They've been with soap from wet to dry and wet again in the same undergarment, same attire for 1 whole week. Now they ask, and now this morning we're trying to call a mall. They're checking out whether there is a place for us. I know this mall in Cheras have a community hall, a nice hall, where we hope that they can actually assist us, providing to us. We're going to ask the communities, especially those in Cheras, please drop by your old clothing. Please, your old clothing, but make sure it's wearable, clean for us to distribute to those who need it. In fact, I think a lot of people need it. Where do you have time? You'll be busy cleaning your house. You think you have time to go shopping? No, there's no time. Please, I hope this more the manager we have spoken to this morning, he said he will look into the diary. If there's vacancy there, they will give it to us. I will appeal to everyone, especially those staying in Cheras. Please come by in this. I will let you know the name of the mall through our live show, through our social media. Please drop by. Have regardless of male, female clothing, from adults to children, make sure it's good, proper, all right? And we come by. It's a good thing to do. And some of the things that we do not need anymore, please help us bring over to the center. All right, we will arrange to distribute throughout. This is at least something we can do. We are being. ACTnow, we are not big. Hopefully, we're big by soon. But we are trying to do what we can. And I hope those friends, that especially Mr. Fabian Tan, Mr. Hall, who is around Cheras, please, when we on, I will text you, spread the good words around. Please bring over this the old clothings of yours, right? So I spent about 20 minutes on this topic. We go to the next one. Something I would consider this a good news. Yes, this is about our YBKJ has said the health ministry will announce a shorter interval for COVID-19 booster shots early next week, means this week. The move follows suits with measures taken by other countries such as Germany and Australia, which are recommending shorter booster intervals in a bid to stem the spread of the new variant Omicron. So I take it as the good news. And please, when you have this appointment, to not resist or delay it immediately. Go for these appointments. And I'm also waiting, because also announced by January 8th, there'll be announcements of the AZAC booster shots, which me and Mio and the rest of my family, in fact, my neighbors too, we took AZAC, and we're all looking forward for the booster shots as soon as possible. So those measurements that are taken by KJ, this is a proactive measurements, not to wait until things get in the serious, then KJ to say, okay, yeah, now we need a shorter. Now we can still under control. Please, when you have a jab, so-called booster jab, please take it immediately, right? So and also I need to announce also those coming back from Umrah. It's also reported by him. He said out of the 49 Omicron variants cases confirmed in Malaysia on December 23rd, right, and 30 cases, or 61% involved travelers returning from Saudi Arabia. So these travelers arrived in Malaysia between December 13 and 17. So it's a high cases that those who came back from Saudi Arabia from the Umrah, that's actually represents 61% of the Omicron cases that detected on December 23rd and 24 came from these travelers. So so it's likelihood Omicron is already in our, I would say, in our community now, right now. So so please, when you have the chance to have the booster shots, please take it without hesitations. So okay, the next one we have, sorry, today is a bit all the negative news, but this is something we need to highlight. Now, and now in the communities, this is a case, a report made by a user from Pulau Pinang Island. This is abandoned vehicle. So what we do, once we receive this report, we actually send out to Majlis Bandaraya Pulau Pinang, and they actually took a very swift actions. And there you can see they tow away the car. They investigate and confirm it's abandoned vehicle. They tow it. You see all those, they've been probably there for months or age or years, and actually tow it into your own depot. And you see, this is what ACTnow mobile apps can do for the communities. We are free services. We do not charge a single cent. We don't even ask government for a single cent. Please, what you can do for us is to download the apps, encourage your friends, your relatives, spread the good news for us. This is the rewards that we hope that you can give us, the so-called the strength that you can give us back to ACTnow. So we hope more users, and we hope to solve more community issue on your behalf. So give us the encouragements, please. All right. So we hope 2022 will be a better year for everyone. Well, this Saturday is already 2022, and as you see our commercial just now, our message is very simple: throw away or dump away what you do not like, and keep what you like. So dump away all the so-called COVID-19, or the new variants, all these things, or bad habits and all these things, throw it away. The hatreds, feelings towards each other, please dump those away, and we welcome wealth. We want to welcome happiness, and everyone stay safe. All right. So tomorrow we have our medical and fitness program, and we see you on Wednesday, and hopefully Mio can join us on Wednesday as well. So we look forward to see you again. So everyone, please take care and have a safe day. Goodbye.